Gaming Gamer here, and well, it has just been announced that Ayaka's banner has just came out, and well, I already did the Ayaka Spiral Abyss video, so might as well do the 4 stars for them. So yeah, so we're gonna be showcasing the 4 stars in Ayaka's banner, just in case you didn't pull Ayaka and you're wondering how good they are. So these characters are Razor, Rosaria, and Sayu. So yeah, we're gonna be showcasing them in Spiral Abyss, seeing how well they do. So without any further ado, let's jump in. But yeah, we're not gonna be doing floor 12 because floor 12 is a pain. A real pain. So we're gonna be showcasing them on floor 11, which also capitalizes on Sayu's animal damage bonus, so yeah, it just works out. So yeah, we're gonna be showcasing them on the second half of Spiral Abyss because we are going to be using a double cryo resonance team for Razor. So yeah, we're going to be using Razor as our main DPS for this team. So might as well build it right now. So we're going to be going Razor, and we're going to be using Ganyu because of her uptime on the cryo damage. You could use anyone, really. I mean, you could just use Diona. But since we have Sayu as a healer, we're not going to use Diona. But we're going to be using Ganyu instead. You can even use Shinhwa if you want. But yeah, so we're going to be using Ganyu, Rosaria, and then Sayu. So this will just be the 4-star banner characters. And then for the first half, we're just going to be using Ayaka. The standard classic Ayaka team. So we're going to be doing this, and then Venti. If I could find them. Venti, Diona. So yeah, we're gonna be showcasing the second half. We're gonna be skipping the first half so that you don't have to see it. This is a Razor, Rosaria, and Diona showcase. So yeah, we're gonna be using Elemental Burst because that's what we're gonna be using the most. So yeah, well anyways, see you guys in the second half of Chamber 1. Alright, so here we are in the second half of Chamber 1. I'm probably not gonna use Razor that much here because the monolith. That's the main reason why. So I hope you like Ganyu gameplay because Ganyu is probably the only character here that I could probably use because Razor kinda sucks defending monoliths because he attacks so slow. And as you can see there, the HP of the monoliths are already starting to go off, so we have to use Ganyu here. And I'm missing my shots! Okay, we're gonna be using her E, use her Q. We're gonna be taking care of these guys real quick. Yeah, this is just gonna be a Ganyu only floor. We cannot take chances. Gonna be doing this, do that. We're gonna make them attack this. And then let Ganyu do her magic. Alright, there's only like 2 enemies left. So we could just use Razor here now. So yeah, I did use Rosaria and Sayu. As you can tell, they're already good enough. They're supports, they do their job. So yeah. Sayu gives Elemental Mastery, while Rosaria gives crit rate. So yeah, pretty good. But as you can see there, they buffed up Ganyu. At least I did showcase Rosaria and Sayu at the same time. So yeah, well, we're gonna be choosing Elemental Burst again. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the second half. Might as well talk about Rosaria and Sayu there. Alright, so here we are in second half. I forgot to talk about Sayu and Rosaria, so might as well talk about them now. I'll go over Rosaria first. So Rosaria's main thing is her Q. It basically gives crit rate on, well, on her crit rate. It's basically based on her crit rate. everything about her is crit rate, crit rate, crit rate. Which is why I gave her a crit rate weapon. So, Rosaria basically is a crit rate machine. And as for Sayu, she is basically an animal support, does basically what every animal support does, and supports via elemental mastery and elemental reactions. So yeah, that is basically the two in a nutshell. Nothing really that special about them. So yeah, as you can see here, we're gonna be using Rosaria to finish him off. There we go! So yeah, that is basically Sayu and Rosaria. Rosaria Q basically gives teammates crit rate, and Sayu gives elemental mastery on her Q. And she heals based off of attack. So yeah. Well, anyways, I'm gonna be using elemental burst yet again. So yeah, we're gonna be going to second half chamber 3 and talk about Razor. So, see you guys there. Alright, so here we are in second half chamber 3. So, it's going to be Rift Hounds, I think, yep. And Abyss Mages. Or, Abyss, whatchamacallit? The, Sinsin Mages. So, it's probably not gonna be that bad. Because we got the power of Ganyu AoE to take care of these people. So yeah, but anyway, it's time to talk about Razor. So Razor is basically just a electro DPS through and through. You can make him a physical DPS as well, which is what I did. And he does wonders. So yeah, mainly his Q basically just increases his physical damage and electro damage as well. And as you can see there, he's doing consistent 10Ks per hit. So he's doing pretty good for himself. Doing that, we're gonna be doing this for the downtime. Take her down. We gotta take out at least one Sinsin Mage. Okay, we're gonna be doing this for invincibility purposes. Okay, you're doing that. There is only one enemy left, so might as well finish her off. Alright, here we go. Doing that, this, that. And let's finish this Sinsin Mage off. There we go. So yeah, as you can see there, they do pretty well as long as you pair them up with good teams. But that team was pretty awkward, so yeah, we're gonna be exiting this Spiral Abyss. So yeah, pretty awkward team, but they still get the job done. I had to use Ganyu as a carry, but it still doesn't matter. They still did pretty well. So can they beat Spiral Abyss? Yes, if you have the right team comps, they can beat Spiral Abyss. So yeah, well, as always with these Spiral Abyss showcases, I have to go over their builds. So yeah, this is Razor. We're gonna be going over him first. So as for Razor here, he has okay crit rate, crit damage. At least I almost reached the 1-2 ratio, but it doesn't matter really. So yeah, as you can see there, I did get physical damage bonus because it is one of his ideal sets. And as for his weapon, of course we went Serpent Spine. I mean, it is one of the best claymores in the game. It is a battle pass weapon, so I had to get it. As for artifacts, we went 4-piece Glad. It's one of his best sets because it syncs out well with his Q, since his Q does not do charge attacks. It only does normal attacks. So yeah. And as for Constellation, C1, yeah, I didn't get any Razor copies, surprisingly. But C1 still was sufficient enough for Razor. And as for talents, it is just your basic minimal 666. So yes, Razor did really well in Spiral Abyss, even though Ganyu did kind of carry. And here's Rosaria. Rosaria, or at least mine, is pretty wonky at the moment. But as you can see here, crit rate, crit damage is actually pretty good. So my teammates did get a lot of crit rate because of her. Her energy recharge, excuse me, is also pretty good too. And as you saw there, I did say I did get a crit rate weapon, and the deathmatch fits really well because it is a battle pass crit rate lance. So yes. And as for artifacts, it's pretty awkward at the moment. It's Bloodstain and Gladiators. But I am probably going to change it to Noblesse. 4-piece Noblesse. Because of the damage bonus. So on top of damage bonus, you get crit rate bonus. So yeah, I'm probably going to be changing it to 4-piece Noblesse. As for Constellation C1, I wish she was C2 because C2 is probably her best constellation because it increases her Q's duration by 4 seconds. So yeah, pretty good. And as for talents, it's minimal, 666, as you see. Rosaria did pretty well despite the wonky artifact set. So yeah, she did the job. And last but not least, we have Sayu. So Sayu here she has pretty decent stats. Crit rate, crit damage, energy recharge is okay at best. Animal damage is good too. And her weapon, of course, is the... Well, not of course, but it is a craftable weapon. It is the Katsuragi... I can't even pronounce it. Katsuragi Kiri Nagamasa. So yes, this claymore is basically one of Sayu's best claymores, so I had to give it to her, of course. I might R5 it someday, but I do not have billets for that, so that has to wait. As for artifacts, of course, I have to go for Peace Viridescent. It is the best animal support artifact set in the game, so I had to. And as for Constellation C3, if you are gonna get Sayu, get her C1, because it's just like Bennett. It ignores the HP requirement. So yeah. And then for talents, it is minimally built 666 or 669. So yeah. So that is basically it for Spiral Abyss for all 3 of these characters. So if you do happen to not get Ayaka but get these characters instead, you can still use them. They're pretty good. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching this video. Like the video if you liked the video. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. I do Genshin videos, and if you do subscribe, turn on the notification bell to not miss out on a single upload. But if you do enjoy Genshin videos, be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell. And don't forget to comment down below. Do your usual YouTube stuff, your Genshin comment stuff. So yeah. Well, anyways, thank you guys for watching. This is the end of the 2.6 content for characters. Thankfully, I owned all of them, so I get to showcase them in Spiral Abyss. But yeah, there is a special video coming up, so stay tuned for that. It's probably gonna release later on. So it's probably gonna release as soon as 2.7 is announced. So stay tuned for that. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.